internet. I am Insane Lane, as well as a Canadian girl, and today we have Bribe attempt backfires after entitled Karen calls 911 for no reason. This should be good.
Stop.
Please stop touching
Put your
me.
hands behind your back. You're being detained.
You can't help. You can't do that on my property.
Stop fighting us.
I totally disagree.
Okay. Oh, we have body cam falls off.
Yeah, okay.
You're tasing her? Really?
Off, dude. I'm not gonna
Get out of the car.
Whoa!
Stay.
Why are they yanking her out of the car?
You touched me like that.
On June 19th, 2024,
Okay, I need context.
deputies responded to yet another 911 call from Amanda, a call that would take an unexpected turn. Known for misusing emergency services, she became uncooperative upon their arrival.
Sounds like they know her.
As deputies attempted to detain her, she resisted, pulling away and trying to retreat inside. What happened next was anything but routine.
Okay, so what I'm getting is this is one of those people. Of course, there has to be construction when I'm trying to do this. That possibly is one of those people, possibly has mental illness or is just an obnoxious person who calls 911 frequently. They know her by name. They've dealt with her before. So we'll see what it is. I think they're doing landscaping outside.
Amanda, come to the door and talk to me.
Kitty purr.
Amanda, if you don't come to the door and talk to me, I'm going to leave you a citation for improper use of 911.
Oh God, if I'm the cop and I have a chance to not deal with somebody that I know is probably going to be trouble, yeah, I'm writing the citation and sticking it to the door after that. It's like, yep, I knocked. She didn't answer. I left the citation on the door, walk away. That would be ideal. But obviously that's not what happens.
10-4, nobody's coming to the door yet.
Is there other people? Oh, there's a doggy.
We don't consent for you to answer. I'm a man's
Okay.
All right, if you're not going to come talk to me, I'm going to leave you a citation for improper use of 911.
Okay, then leave it and go.
Hi, I'm Amanda. Sorry, I called you for help.
I'm not going to shake your hand yet.
Sorry, you
Okay.
actually don't have permission past this point. I was the complaining witness that called you, so I don't give you permission past that point to enter my property.
Can I explain something?
Don't need your permission.
First? So this has happened multiple times. You call us on 911, say you need help, and then we show up and you say you don't need help. If you actually don't need help, we're gonna write you tickets for improper use of 911. Okay? Because you're tying up our phone lines, and you're not using 911 for what it's for the purpose. So if you need help, now's the time to tell me. If you want to step away from the residence and talk to me about it, we can do that.
I'd be happy to talk to you up at the street side.
After you, please.
It's actually my property that I own. I pay great property.
I don't let people walk behind me, okay?
That actually makes sense.
It does. I'm not sure if this is a dress she's wearing or a nightgown.
No.
It's nice.
I called
I would like to have it.
Yes, and then we're up here, right?
Any alcohol or drugs tonight?
I mean, past this, I'd be happy to speak to you on my property. I'm definitely not going to walk to you on the property. You actually, I think you're supposed to say if you're recording me.
I'm
This
recording.
big light.
Yep.
Yeah.
They are.
Do you want to keep going further
No,
away?
I think in general, I do want to speak from my heart. In light of O.J. Simpson, literally,
What?
his anniversary of his death. Yeah, I am an abused woman.
What happened tonight?
It doesn't
made you
really
call?
matter, and I'm certainly not going to.
Okay, she's not all there.
Okay. I think that all that matters legally is that I've met you on site at the property, and I've explained to you that I am not moving forward, and then you can now leave.
No, what matters is you are calling 911.
That was a lot of nothing.
More than once. We show up. There's no emergency. So you say there's no emergency. And we...
Okay, I'm gonna I really don't know what this sound is right now. But there's okay, the sound is distracting me. To focus on what I'm trying to do. Officers need to be trained not to hold their flashlight right here because he is blocking like 90% of his camera right now. So if something happens right now, if she throws something at him or if somebody from the side of the screen where we literally can't see anything happens or somebody lunges at him from the other side or something like that, we've got no body cam. We've got no proof of it. Also, if she accuses him of doing something in this moment or of another officer that we can't see because the cam's being blocked, it's going to play very badly for the cop because you blocked the camera. And that just never looks good, even when it's totally innocent, which this probably is. I don't think he's doing it on purpose at all. I think that's just how he's used to holding his flashlight and maybe hasn't been told, because again, if I'm captain of the police and I see officers doing this, we're going to have a conversation about it and I'm going to be reminding you about it until I see you stop doing it, because it's a habit. But you got to like hold your flashlight to the side, not in the middle of your chest blocking the camera, because this is just, it does, one, it looks terrible in court, but the more important thing, this is dangerous if something actually happens either to her or to the officer, and you've got no proof of it because you were blocking the cam.
We come out here for nothing and waste our resources.
Okay, what?
So is there an emergency tonight?
There
what
was,
happened?
but I feel that you guys have qualmed it, and I'm
Okay.
sorry about that.
What happened?
Okay.
Sorry, I'm really sorry.
But what
I'm
happened?
willing to pay $1,000 right now if you want me to write you a check.
No. What happened tonight?
Sorry,
No.
this person's like blaring the light in my face.
What happened tonight that made you
First
call?
of all, I already recalled that like 911 call. Sorry,
Did you call them again and say it was a mistake?
Okay, so now I'm gonna go back inside. Would you mind getting off my property? I know my lawyer would say that you would have to. Hi, sir.
No, they
You
don't.
own this property. Please get off it.
Hold on.
Okay,
You're not free to go yet. You're not free to go yet. You're not free to go yet.
Okay, I'm willing to play with you. Please don't touch me. Please don't touch me.
I don't want to put you in handcuffs, but you're not being cooperative.
I'm not going to be arrested, though.
Well, officer,
Okay,
I will say, officer, until that exact moment, you didn't tell her she's not free to go. She told you she was going to go inside. That's the moment you should have said, no, I am detaining you. You are not free to go. Like, again, it's so consistent. The cops never start out with what they should, which is saying you are being detained or you are being arrested. They just start barking orders and putting hands on somebody when you have not established a reason why and you have not been clear about it. I swear to God, that is why they get into 50% of the physical altercations that they do, because they don't clearly state their authority or their reason for going hands on with somebody, which at this point, I get him stopping her from going in the house, but he should have been much clearer about it and he should have done it before she got to the stairs. What is this flippin' noise?
I didn't say you're being arrested, but you're not free to go yet.
Okay, what can I do?
Okay, now you're being clear.
I admit that I've had a tumultuous relationship.
Step off the stairs.
You shouldn't have let her get to the stairs.
Okay, step off the stairs. Look.
Guys, please. I'm starting a new job. What do you guys want me to do?
We want to talk to you.
Okay, that's fine.
We want to know why you're calling 911.
Because I'm in a domestic relationship that results in abuse.
Okay. What's going on?
What happened? That's all you needed to tell us.
Like, he, verbally abuses me a lot. And then he,
Inside right now?
If you're going to hold on to her, you might as well handcuff her.
We're going to try to talk to him.
Okay.
What's his name?
Joe.
Joe?
Yeah.
Joe, we can hear you in the house. Can you come out and talk to us, please?
Okay, so there is somebody else there.
My lawyer.
Okay, well, that's not going to happen right now.
I just think you guys are really good guys, and you're gonna help me out.
I know Joe is within earshot. He can hear everything you're saying. Do you want to go? Can we go up and talk on the road?
No, I want to honestly go to bed because I'm leaving. I have a work trip tomorrow.
I get that.
And
but
I'm
okay, well maybe you shouldn't have been calling 911 tonight.
At this point, we can't continue to do this where you're calling 911. We show up. You don't tell us what's going on, okay?
No, I'm happy to just like here. There's Joe, right? He's right there.
Can you come out here and talk
The
to us?
husband's right there.
We can go ahead and confirm that. Are you Joe? Can you come out here and talk to us, please, man?
They're trying to arrest me.
Nobody's trying to arrest you right now.
I would like to go back into my home.
I
Is there a
told you
reason
you're
for
not-
me to be detained?
Yes, there is.
What's my Miranda rights?
We're investigating a possible domestic abuse crime that you just told us about.
Joe, do you agree that there's been no domestic assault towards one another?
We're not going to go back and forth with each other. Okay?
Go back inside.
No, we're gonna go back into my home.
No, you're not.
History here with you guys doing the same kind of stuff. Okay.
Yeah, I think you guys are really being very mean people. I'm literally going to
We're
rehab.
not trying to be mean to you. Alright. We need to get closer to the road, or we're just gonna keep.
Go.
Stop.
Please
You're not
stop
free to go.
touching
Put
me.
your hands behind your back. You're being detained.
Okay, now she's being detained, then what were you doing before?
Stop fighting us.
I totally disagree.
And you can do that.
Help me. They're literally Joe.
Put your hand behind your back.
Oh, he's chasing me. Yeah,
Okay, well, we're gonna go back because I was trying to find out why I'm hearing. I realized these are horns that I'm hearing, but I'm looking for why because usually it's some kind of protest. But my phone is not being forthcoming. So not sure what is going on there, but we're gonna go back a minute. And yes, I know I'm being a bad YouTuber, blah blah blah. Bitch at me in the comments if you want to. But this is how we do things here. Raw, live, real life. Annoying sounds. Lack of puppy.
We're
Okay.
not trying to be mean to you.
So she's going to rehab. There's a substance problem
We
here.
need to get closer to the road, or we're just gonna keep.
Go.
Stop. You're
Please
not
stop
free to go.
touching
Put your hands behind your back. You're being detained.
Okay, officer, if she's only now being detained, then what was you're not free to go before? That was you detaining her. If you're putting her in handcuffs, now you're arresting her. Like, do we need to go back to school here?
Wait, you can't help. You can't do that on my property.
Yes, they can.
Fighting us.
Disagree. I totally disagree.
But the stairs are the worst place to be doing this. And it could have been prevented.
Put your hand behind your back.
Oh, he's chasing me. Yeah.
Why are you tasing her? Like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but their whole approach here is utterly absurd. You're in a confined staircase. You've got two of you on top of her. She's face down. So how is she even able to, like, swing at you or anything? And you're tasing someone when you have them pinned down with two of you on top of them. Wow, you are... I'm sorry, that cop is disgusting for tasing her. There was no reason whatsoever to do that. And again, if they stop her from getting to the stairs, this is a completely different situation and they might have better control, but they didn't. And they're paying for that now. But absolutely no excuse to tase her at all. Complete overuse of force, unnecessary, and just very bad policing.
Right now.
Joe, help me. Wow, why did you do that?
Because you were fighting us and we were trying to put you
539,
in
we have a
handcuffs.
taser deployment.
But there's no reason for me to be in handcuffs.
There is.
Joe, help me.
Amanda repeatedly claimed she called 911 due to domestic violence by her husband. But whenever the deputy asked her what he had done, she was unwilling to provide any details. It seemed like she might have been lying and calling just for drama.
There must be something I can do to change this. I'm really genuinely from the bottom of my heart.
Do you
sorry.
need an ambulance?
No,
Are
of
you
course not,
Okay.
sir. I really mean this.
I
I'm
just wanna make
so
sure.
incredibly sorry that I acted this way. I really mean this. Like, I disrespected like Wisconsin and the state, and you guys are seriously really nice.
I hate when
nice
people
mean
do
this from the
this.
bottom of my heart. I really am going to rehab on Friday. Like, is there any way you guys can let me out of these
Stand up
cuffs?
for me.
What? Yeah, we promise we'll never call you again.
You got her.
Yeah. Oh, she's got like a bug
Step
bite or
downstairs
something, or that might be from the
carefully.
taser
Don't
on her
slip and fall.
back. But this does seem unnecessary. Like, if there is some kind of domestic violence situation going on, it's not
There
uncommon that,
must be a way out of this. I can
you know,
No.
one or both people would
Are you
not
offering to bribe us?
want to make a statement. That happens all the time.
Do you even go to college? Okay. Yep.
But this seems like they're arresting her out of annoyance more than anything else, which I'm never a fan of.
That's what happens when you call when the man hits you. It's okay. That's what happens.
Like,
when
just
the man
write her a
hits you.
ticket and be done with it. You didn't
That's
need to
what
do all
happens when
this.
the man hits you. You get arrested by Walworth County.
Stop yelling.
Sir, I'm allowed to say whatever I want to.
Yes, she
Whatever
is.
I don't want you to make a scene, because if lights start turning on out here, you're going to get disorderly conduct too.
She's already under arrest. You think she cares?
You guys shouldn't be such fucking to me. You guys should actually help me out. Actually, you get the shit beat out of me by this person. You guys should actually
Yes,
help
but
me.
you
I
didn't
got
say
shit
that
beat
when
out
they
of
asked
this
you.
person.
It's locked.
You guys actually should help me. The guy that should.
Okay. You got it?
I'm like so sick of this. I love
Get
it.
away from that.
I'm
Why
happy.
don't you just pull forward a little?
You guys fucking suck.
Amanda, I was trying to ask
I
you a
get
question.
that
What
beat
happened?
out of me by this fucking person.
Okay,
It's okay.
so what
Oh
happened
no,
tonight?
and you should let the DA worry about this, right?
What happened tonight?
You think
A
she's
pair
going
of
to
white trash
cooperate
officers
with
arrested
you?
me.
No, what happened before we got here?
I want to go.
You expect her to
where I'm
cooperate
in.
now after you've tasered her and treated her like this?
What happened in the residence tonight that you're saying that there's domestic? Hold on one second. I gotta search you. Come back out.
Search me now, cop. Take me there.
Come back out.
Okay, maybe you should have searched her. Like, again, I'm sorry, these cops are atrocious at their job. You should have searched her before you opened the door. Not exactly like she's got anywhere to hide much, so I highly doubt they're going to find anything. But what the hell are you doing trying to ask her, you know, was there really a domestic violence situation now? You think she's going to say a word to you now after how you have treated her, and you're arresting her for really no reason other than ticking you off? Again, I am not saying that repeatedly calling 911 for no reason isn't a bad thing, but should it amount to this? No. Honestly, they should have just left the citation on the door and walked away and been done with this in about 90 seconds. Like, because I didn't see anything change where suddenly they needed to escalate to arresting her, which they haven't even said that she's under arrest. They detained her without saying so and then said that she's detained and now she's in cuffs and presumably being taken to the station. And if that's not being under arrest, I don't know what is. I don't know if the fact that they never actually stated that matters or if they're going to get around to it. But she is undeniably under arrest at this point. You know, I'm not sure what charge they're going to make up. Misuse of 911, which seems valid. But again, she was starting to tell them that something was going on. They weren't listening. Granted, she's a little out of it, I get, because she's saying random things that don't make any sense. She's talking about going to rehab. She's probably not all there. She might be intoxicated right now. But this didn't need to be handled this way. Like, this is just the let's get aggressive, quick and dirty, and just remove the problem rather than deal with it. And all that's going to do is she's going to get out of jail. She's going to do the exact same thing tomorrow because nothing has changed. They haven't done anything to solve or address the situation. So, like, nothing's going to change. I hope she really is going to rehab and getting some help.
Dude,
But
I'm not gonna
Get out of the car!
okay, that was blatant. Okay, that was blatant. Like, that was just blatantly abusive. He did not, and you can hear in his voice, the cop is pissed off now, so he just violently yanked her out of the car. Like, no excuse for that. That is blatant, like, overuse of force. That's blatant excessive force. You didn't need to do that just because you're mad.
Stay where you are.
Help! He's cutting me! You touched me like that! You touched me like that! Help! Joe, help!
Again, get a good lawyer.
So weird.
Just keep your mouth shut and get a good lawyer.
Nobody's cutting you. I grabbed you by your arm to remove you from the car.
You
Because
violently
we were
yanked her
not
out of the
searching
car
before
because
we
you were
put into
mad.
our car.
Okay, then you should have
Okay.
done that.
We asked you to get out of the car, and you would not get out of the car.
Yeah, honestly, she should have never answered the door.
Separate your feet a little bit.
No. Listen.
Now you can sit in the car.
Watch that.
I just want to go back to the cage. I want to go to the cage. Can you drive me?
What?
I want to go to the cage. Can I go?
Don't know what that is.
Take me to the prison.
Have a seat.
No, I don't want to listen to Shark. Oh my God, Deputy. Stop touching me, cunt.
Just sit in the car then, and
No.
I will stop touching you.
Take me to the jail cell. I'd rather go
working on
there.
it.
Sit in the car. We'll take you to jail.
We're working on it.
Okay, so would
Is that
somebody
the
like to
reason I'm
actually
talking
say
out of
she's
it?
under arrest at
No.
some point?
No,
Sit in the
you're
car.
not bribing anybody out of this.
It's not a bribe. Why are you so mean?
She definitely is attempting to bribe
so that
them.
we would unarrest you. You cannot do
No.
that in the state of Wisconsin. That is illegal.
So I made. Can I?
While
Yeah, and it
being
totally
escorted
never
to the squad
happens.
car, Amanda repeatedly offered money to the deputies in exchange for her release.
What is with this
She was
music?
transported to a medical center for jail clearance and was warned about a potential disorderly conduct charge due to her behavior at the hospital.
Okay, thank you for not making us watch all the time at the hospital because it's usually a lot of nothing.
Okay. I'm sorry, but we're not.
There must be an
We're
there
not taking off.
an ADA. I'm declaring an ADA obligation.
All right,
Walk them in front of my face.
We're gonna
Walk
go
in the
in.
door.
Oh, American Disability Act is ADA.
It's really hurting. I'm not joking.
Amanda, please.
Guys, this behind my back is like it's really hurting.
Okay.
If you struggle with us more, it's just gonna take
I'm not
longer
trying
to
to
get off.
struggle with you. Just help me. It hurts my back.
Oh, but maybe we are going. This is going into the hospital. But it's not that much time left, so we'll see what winds up happening.
It really hurts my back. I don't know what to say. I'm gonna ask the nurse. Like she can probably help me.
Yeah, the nurse isn't going to do anything.
Walworth County Sheriff's Office, we're here for a jail clearance.
It's open. You grab it. That's what that means. I'm not belligerent whatsoever. They just decided to arrest me because I'm unwilling to press charges on my husband who hits me regularly. I know that for a fact. You guys should be smart. Don't touch me again, you pervert. I'm not belligerent whatsoever. You have chosen to arrest me.
Yelling in the ER.
That's not true. You have chosen to arrest me because I called the police when my husband hit me. And this is how you guys typically respond. I've asked numerous times to be able to speak to the nurse alone. Numerous times. My shoulder blades are spazzing. I'm trying to get home. Just take me home.
Yeah, not happening.
Okay. Take me to jail then. Just take me.
We are working on it.
Amanda was transported to the Walworth County Jail for bond, where she remained uncooperative with the jail staff. She then faced multiple charges, including bribery of a public official and resisting or obstructing
They actually charged her with bribery.
Both charges were dismissed, but read in.
Okay, so what is even the point? Like, look at this. They're charging multiple disorderly conducts. I assume that's like one for being at home, one for in the hospital, and I'm going to assume one for the jail station, which I'm sorry, I think it's utterly pathetic that you can get charged with disorderly conduct in a police station or in a jail. Like, that is so beyond petty and ridiculous. But the primary, like, charges, and notice I don't see misuse of 911 on here. So what were you initially arresting her for, officer? Like, again, the way the police handled this is so bad. At no point did I hear them say she's under arrest. What were you initially arresting her for in the first place? Bribery is a serious charge, and they clearly have it on body cam. She said it multiple times. It's clear as day, and yet they're dismissing that. They're dismissing the resisting, and apparently she pled guilty to disorderly conduct, which, if I was her, I would have told them to fucking shove it. Because you have no reason that you arrested her in the first place. You never said she was under arrest. You failed to properly investigate a potential domestic violence situation, and you were extremely aggressive for no reason multiple times.
Additionally, she was charged with 3 counts of disorderly conduct and was found guilty due to a guilty plea for each count.
Yeah, that was probably just
Please
the best way
consider
to make it
showing your
go away.
support.
Okay, as for the title of this one, bribe attempt backfires after entitled Karen calls 911 for no reason. Yeah, bullshit. Bribe attempt backfires, yes, but the charge did get dropped, so does that really count as a backfire? Entitled Karen, no, not at all. Both words are way too overused. Calls 911 for no reason, you can go 50-50. Like, if there is something domestic violence related going on, but she is not willing to talk about it, though it sounded like at the hospital she might have been willing to talk to the nurse, but the cops aren't going to let her talk to the nurse alone, which, again, how that's not violating like HIPAA rights or like medical privacy rights, I have no idea. But I'm sure there is a case out there that says that it's not, probably because she's under arrest and can't be left alone or might be a danger to the nurse or something like that. But I do think if the cops had been, honestly, just a little more professional and a little calmer in handling it and trying to talk to her, even though she clearly has some issues because she was saying some crazy things, I think they would have gotten somewhere and it didn't have to go like this. I also think they escalated things and arrested her just because they were pissed off, and that was pretty much it. Because I still don't have a reason they were initially arresting her, and I don't care that they called it that she's being detained. They clearly took her to jail. So that means, yes, you arrested her. You detained her when you put your hands on her on the stairs and said you're not free to go. That's detaining someone. When you start putting handcuffs and you're then taking them to jail, that's being under arrest. But I'm guessing they didn't say it because they didn't have a reason to arrest her at the time, other than she was annoying them. Because again, I didn't see misuse of 911, which is allegedly why they were there, on that list of charges. So what was she initially under arrest for? And again, what a cop is going to say probably is, oh, well then once we were detaining her in our car for absolutely no reason, never mind, we'll hand wave that. But then she attempted to bribe us. Then she was under arrest, even though I never said that. Like, again, this is where they could have had perfectly good cause to arrest her, but they didn't. They could have arrested her for the misuse of 911. They could have arrested her for arguably obstruction. They didn't do that. Instead, they arrested her without saying so, and then just continued to escalate and, carry on with the situation and just let things pile up. And then they seem to have charged her with everything they can just to try and justify this whole situation that should never have occurred. Like, honestly, cops should have just left the citation on the door and walked away. That was the appropriate way to handle this. So I'm giving all the cops there like a C because they handled this quite poorly. But those are my thoughts. What are yours? Until the next one, love on yourself and love a fur baby. Bye bye.